My name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. Today, I want to talk to you about your cash flow and where is the money. You may think you're making money, but it's going away. So I want to help you try to solve that problem. So the current reality is that slower car sales equals less cash in the bank. Floor plan interest can eat you up and it digs into your margins. Vendors still want their money like yesterday, and you might show a profit, but you still feel broke. Is that you today? Profit does not equal cash flow. Profit is what's on paper, cash flow is what's in your bank account, and you could be profitable and still bounce checks. So you definitely need to understand the difference between that so that you can make the right decisions for your dealership. Here's common cash flow leaks. You have aging inventory that's not moving. So that means that you don't have vehicles that are making money for you, and these vehicles are taking up space and is holding up your money. So you need to find a way to liquidate those vehicles that are aging, find out why they are not selling. And it's possible that you may need to just put them back into the auction and buy something else that will more likely bring in some income. You're overpaying vendors too early. Look at the due dates on those bills that come in. Do some of them have a discount that you can pay early? Otherwise, pay them on time. That's it. Then you have receivables sitting unpaid. If you have buy here, pay here, make sure you stay on top of your receivables. Then you're missing floor plan deadlines or terms. Floor plans can be a blessing or a curse, and staying on top of them is very important. And that even goes into your aging inventory, because the longer your vehicles stay on that floor plan, the more interest and fees that you will have to pay just for that vehicle sitting on your lot. These are things that you want to watch on a weekly basis. You want to watch your cash in and cash out. You can run a report for that. Aged inventory report, receivables due by report, and floor plan balance and upcoming interest. So with the receivables due, you want to stay on top of that as well to see what kind of money is coming in. Then you also want to notice a pattern of which clients are paying you on time, because you can predict that the money is going to be there on those days, and that's how you can predict, what you're going to be paying. Then you have to pay attention to the pattern of the people who are late paid, and stick to your late plan. And late fees can really bring in a lot of money. If you don't really want to repo the car, add some late fees to encourage them to pay on time. But even if they don't, then you have been able to collect some extra money for late fees. I helped another client in a different industry to implement late fees to encourage more on-time payments from their clients. And they ended up with an extra $40,000 in revenue just from the late fees. So that could be another generation of income for you for your buy here, pay here. Now, of course, you want to still stick to what you need to do for as far as when it's time to repo, but late fees could be something that will help you generate some extra income. Then we got the floor plan balance and upcoming interest. So again, when you're looking at floor plan information, I would also look at the aged inventory report kind of hand in hand with that, so that you can stay on top of that. Like, if a vehicle is costing you too much money, it's time to find a way to get rid of it as soon as possible. If you can't sell it, put it back in the auction and do what you get what you can from it. And then set a weekly cash flow rhythm. Pick a date and a day and time every single week to go over your report and see what's coming up, what bills are due, what everything. Just look at your financial position as of the day that you look at it and what's to come. Then you want to review your reports with your bookkeeper accountant. And this one is very important. I had a client some time ago when I first started with them, and I got all their books and everything together, and I scheduled an appointment to sit down with them and go over their report. And they had been in business for over 20 years before I had started with them. And they said that was the first time that their bookkeeper took the time to sit down and explain to them what is going on in their business. So this is a very important thing that you need to do with the person who is helping you with your accounting and your taxes and things like that, because you have to be prepared for a lot of things. A lot of people just run their business, but they don't understand what is happening on the paper side. And some of them just use the bank account and be like, well, I have money in the bank. That it does not transfer that well. So definitely meet with your bookkeeper and accountant. You want to set priorities. What bills get paid today? What can wait? What's going to accrue late fees? What's can you pay early to get a discount? Just different things like that. And so prioritize the bills that you have and see what you can do. And look 2 to 4 weeks ahead, not just today. Looking for the whole month is a really good idea. That way you can make sure that you're going to be able to pay the bills, see if you need to renegotiate things and stuff like that. So you can improve your collections fast by creating a standard follow-up schedule for unpaid invoices. Some people use automation, and automation is good to an extent, but sometimes it's good to also reach out personally to people to see what's going on when they haven't paid an invoice. Then you want to make someone responsible. Don't just give it to a department and say somebody do it. Make sure that you dedicate a person to stay on top of that. And then you can offer small discounts for early payment. And that will help to incentivize people to pay early. But again, I also suggest that it's possible for late fees as well. Like you can have a flat late fee or a percentage late fee. Just, figure out what's going to work best for your customer base and see how you can get those collections coming in on time. And then get a deposit upfront with possible, especially with your buy here, pay here. You want them to have as big of a down payment as possible so that you can have that money. And delay the outflows without penalty. So see if you can negotiate better terms with your vendors, pay closer to the due date and not necessarily when the bill comes in. So if your software allows you to enter payables, I suggest to use that feature so that you can see when you run your reports, you can see what bills are coming up due. And time your purchases to match your revenue cycles. So when you go back and get new inventory and everything, look at when you make the most money, and that way you can see how much money you could actually float. And then avoid late fees as much as possible. Like I said, look at the due dates and see which ones offer discounts, which ones are like just pay it on time, and which ones are going to charge you for paying late. And you don't have to do it alone. You are not just a dealer, you are the CFO, the CEO, the COO, all of it. You are the top, but you don't have to figure all this out by yourself. You can get a strong cash flow system, and that'll give you control and not stress. And that is all that I have for you all today. If you would like to get some assistance with getting your cash flow together, we can get together and I'll do a free profit and cash flow analysis and try to help you to find out where your money is going and what's happening. I will also give you a plan of action that you can use either on your own or along with me, and I will help you to increase your profits with your business. So be sure to book your appointment at angelajones.com/calendar. If you haven't already, please download your ebook and by Angela Owens, angelajones.com/5mistakes. And that will help you to download a book that will be helpful to get your dealership in order. And I look forward to talking with you. Have a wonderful Tuesday.